Today, we are going to be taking a look at the deepest and darkest side of the furry fandom. Those who are the most depraved and disturbing furries under the iceberg. Join me and let's see this dark side of the furry fandom. What's up guys, Collinns here, and I am literally oh my god, I forgot that my headset this is all the way up. Today I'm just going to be taking a look at a video from With Miguel and Friends. He has a few thousand subscribers. There's no description actually on this video, and it was put out in December 25. So it's fairly new, a few months ago. It was put together, and out of the, stuff in here, people like these give entire fandom a real bad name, I'm sure. And Yakira went to school with hers, and I'm like, oh, God, I hope she's okay now. Man, I was afraid myself. This is honestly really sad and infuriating for me. So I guess we're going to be into a hell of a time watching this. I'm going to try my best to cut it up and show the most disturbing and interesting things. So if you want to see the whole video with all of the different furries, I'm only going to be showing a few of them. I'm probably not going to get through the whole thing because it's an hour long. Yeah. Hopefully we can get through a decent amount. Let's get into it.
Of surface crimes, Magnus Deridian. Robert Soikovsky, or Magnus Deridian, was an absolute menace in the furry community. As far back as the activity, in 1999 he was arrested for retail theft. In 2002,
so looks like this dude, he got some theft charges and some other shit. But the main reason that he was a big annoyance in the furry fandom is because of his fursuit and his political beliefs. I really don't give a fuck about politics. I mean, I'm an art teacher and a gamer, and politics come up in some of those things, yeah. But like, people are fighting over the stupidest fucking shit nowadays, and beliefs is one of them. That's just my opinion. Sorry. Stop acting like fucking children. Just grow the fuck up. Everyone's gonna believe us in a different way and do different things in their lives.
And when I say controversial, I mean really controversial. Besides all of the trouble he got into, Magnus was well known for his very wide range of fursuit looks. Most of his YouTube videos are in the black and white renegade suit.
Dude has a lot of wolf costumes. Kind of feels weird that I have, like, winter and have another character coming up. Another character that's also a wolf. Am I this guy? No, definitely not. MFF, of course he went to MFF, because of course he'd go to a Chicago place to sport this lovely red and blue and white fursuit.
Concerning. Magnus began appearing in a fursuit that featured Confederate flag imagery. Now, if you're not familiar with furry conventions, they're generally pretty inclusive spaces. So when someone shows up wearing what many consider a
Magnus has been banned from con for provoking others. When he came back, instead of getting along, he decided to provoke. He knew he was doing something wrong. Kind of remind me of some dude that was wearing, like, I'm pretty sure he was wearing, like, one of the ghost face masks, like the ghost's face from, like, Call of Duty. He was wearing one of those, and he was telling furries how disgusting they were as they walked by to MFF. I also walked past him and kind of just ignored him. Yeah, it's quite grand when you go to conventions, because you can meet a whole many different people, especially when you're walking to one.
Symbol of racism and oppression, it doesn't exactly go over well. Magnus claimed it was about Southern heritage and states' rights, and insisted he wasn't racist, that people were being too sensitive, and that he had every right to wear whatever he wanted. And as much as the last point might be true, nobody was buying it.
Everyone that says that they aren't racist, you're a racist. Everyone's racist. No. You can try your best to be the bestest person in the world and try your best to not hurt anyone's feelings. You're gonna hurt someone's feelings at some point. Be it them being too sensitive or you being too harsh or everyone having a different fucking personality and way of thinking. This dude's thinking is probably just not ideal for an inclusive space that involves a lot of BIPOC and LGBT plus not sensitive plus uh, scenery that is content sensitive when it comes to people that come around not liking those things, because the furry fandom is full of a lot of that type of personality. So when you come in looking like this thing, you're not gonna have a good time. Just keep your fucking politics out of your costumes. Thanks. There's a hot take for you.
Up as arguments. Magnus was clearly making people uncomfortable, so he was eventually detained by security and was banned from the Midwest Fur Fest convention. And according to
Which should be, because if he was purposely doing it and then fighting with people about it, that's just gonna make everyone's fucking life harder and more unenjoyable when you go to a convention to fucking enjoy yourself. He should just shut the fuck up and deal with that people don't like seeing that flag. I think it's a fucking piece of plastic or cardboard or whatever the fuck, you know. This, like, people that get mad because I have a furry character in my background here, or Call of Duty stickers in the background here. You can't like Call of Duty and be a furry too. You're gay. Bitch, shut the fuck up. No one asked for your opinion. But I'm glad to see that someone actually said something and something was done where this guy could not bother all the attendees anymore. Especially when they're specifically doing it on purpose to make people mad.
he returned with the same Confederate fursuit, and since it was against
Oh my god, I see a fucking Nazi fur band here. He went to Anthrocon, by the way. That's what this is about. And I see that he's also posing with a Nazi fur. Why would he do that? I'm German too, so I'm allowed to say this. Why the fuck would he do that and be standing next to someone that killed a bunch of fucking people just because they believed in something else? That's the history of it. Not that this person did that, but that's the history of what the Germans did, is they killed a bunch of fucking Jews because they didn't believe in the way that Hitler believed. Huh? And then he's gonna say that he's not racist. That picture there does not help you, buddy.
But that same year, Magnus did the unthinkable. During the Midwest Fur Fest of 2017, Magnus gatecrashed the convention despite being banned.
I was not part of MFF, or did not go to MFF around this time. I was just starting out in furry because oh wait a minute. Holy shit, no, never mind, I lied. 2017 was the first furry convention I ever went to, so apparently I did not see him before he got banned. So I'm glad that nothing happened to where I was in trouble, because I was 18 at the point when I went, I'm pretty sure. I was pretty young, so I remember like the gassing of MFF and all that shit, but that happened before I came in. I'm glad nothing happened while I was there to put myself and other people at risk. Jesus, fuck. It's kind of scary to think about.
He took his offensive fursuit to a whole different level, as he appeared in a black, red, and white wolf fursuit and a German World War I helmet.
I was about to say, I bet you. And yeah, it's going there. I already knew it.
He had kicked out before and even banned. They were fed up and called the police on him.
I called the police because he was walking around in this German-esque fursuit, singing some kind of thing that German, I guess Nazis or whatever, used to sing back then. And he got kicked out again. Yay! Alright, so he was supposedly saying Sig Heil, citation, I don't know what that is. He was soon taken into custody by local police. Okay, cool. MFF pressed charges against him for singing some Heil song or whatever with his Nazi fursuit. Cool.
And charged with trespassing and battery. And that kind of marked
Okay.
the end of it.
Battery. That's what, maybe he, like, was, you know, trying to fight the police or something. But it doesn't say battery against peace officer. I wonder. Huh.
That a lot of people realized he was just a huge douchebag, and as a result, they excommunicated him from
Yeah.
most furry spaces.
And that's what happens when you fuck up and you either say something that's really bad, do something that's really bad, or, you know, touch children. Those 3 things, oh, touch animals too. Those 4 things are a for sure fucking way to get your ass kicked the fuck out of this community. Some of the stuff that I say may even get me kicked out of the fucking community, but at this point, you should know. Be a fucking decent human being. You're gonna have your own viewpoints. I'm gonna have mine. Everyone is going to feel and see things differently. Specifically, making things or looking at things or singing things and pushing it into other people's faces that has hurt people in the past. Like, really hurt people. Like mass murder hurt people, aka Nazis, is going to get you, for sure, kicked the fuck out, and you will never be allowed back again. And it will also make sure that your reputation as a real person, not just a furry, as a real person and whatever your personas are, is going to be in the drain. With that being said, let's see if there's anything else that's interesting about this one, and then we're going to hit the next one. Okay, so there's nothing else about that other dude. He's just a fucking asshole, and he wore a shitty ass suit and then started singing fucking Nazi shit. Not German shit. There is nice Germans out there, I think. And then there's just fucking assholes, and apparently he was one of them.
Back in 2021, just before the biggest little fur con.
By the way, this is about the fucking pizza. I'm probably not gonna add this in here because we've already all know about the fucking pizza that was in the hallway or whatever. Some people said that it wasn't in the hallway. Whatever. It was a pizza. It was ruined. I feel bad for the people that made the pizza and then it got ruined and was never fucking ate because of fucking people that wanted to stream their white shit on it. So yeah, here's the Twitter posting or whatever. I have an important question. Do you want to on my pizza? If you want to reply, or if so, reply so I can get a head count. Why are we head counting this? All attendees guests will get free pizza and drinks, and it's optional if you want to do it. Okay, with or without my help. Okay, so
Wanted to make reproductive. Oh, so they have to be super.
Cool. Why would you put telephone in here? Don't you fucking dare put telephone on here. As far as I know, I haven't heard anything bad about telephone. Don't do that. That's mean. How dare you put regular furries just in these videos, just doing their thing? Why? Why would you do that? You're looking at weird furries. You should be just, you know, doing furries that are specifically on here because they're weird or mean or racist or, you know, whatever the fuck is bad about them. Not just regular furries doing their thing, just dancing and, you know, having a nice time. But basically the pizza thing was they're just coming to a party and then you can just bust it onto the pizza and that's what happened. Yeah. BTW, I do really love this suitor. This was one of my favorite suitors that I met. I didn't meet him. I don't remember if I met him or not. But one of my favorite suitors. Love the style. I love the green and black together. For some reason, green and black has been a love of mine lately. Obviously, winter is going to be my top priority because I really love winter and Galaxy 2. I want 2.0 of Galaxy because she, she is also, you know, one of my top priorities, my first suit. And yes, I'm a furry. If you didn't realize that, you're fucking crazy because, you know, I've mentioned it a billion times. But, yeah. So, all in all, don't be an asshole. Don't do really weird shit and put it on Twitter, or X at this point, and be a fucking good person. Let's skip to the end of this one. So they had 19 fursuiters, and then you know what? They posted a video of them eating the pizza, eating a bite of the pizza with the whatever floats your boat, but why? Pizza party was lit. I'm happy. Don't at me. Okay.
Really cool. But this kind of began to change when many fans realized that.
I, for one, am proud to witness 19 animals pizza and posting online because that's totally normal behavior. Why are you guys so upset?
They had left the pizza in the hallway.
That's the problem. And some people said that it wasn't. There are children that went to this convention, you fucking assholes. Ew. And also, no one wants to fucking walk past your pizza and see that on it. What if people thought it was just like pizza that someone didn't finish and it was out there just for grabs because you're a nice person? At this point, no, you're not a nice person. You're fucking disgusting. And at this point as well, if one of the fucking people that work at the hotel walks past and has to throw it out, that is disgusting. They have to grab that and throw it out. We don't know where your hands have been. The box has probably been touched or wiped on with all you guys touching your dicks. Disgusting. Don't do that. Makes me feel sorry for the state of the fandom I've been involved in the early 80s. We've seen some of the stuff that was part of the fandom really early on, dude. I don't think this is very far off, but at the same time, it's a little bit more out there than it was back then. However, a lot of 18 plus ish stuff was more involved back then, based on a few videos that I've seen in the past, just while I was learning about the furry fandom myself.
Properly disposed of it.
So apparently he did take the pizza and he threw it away himself. Maybe he just didn't know that they put it in the hallway, like someone just grabbed it and got it out of the way so no one accidentally ate it. And yes, that was a piece of the pizza that was eaten. I did see one piece of the pizza where that one dude bit it off. Yeah, anyway. Okay, this is about the gassing of MFF. We've already saw and like talked about it. We talked about the cum pizza thing, and yeah, I'm not really gonna go over this one. It's just some dude that was a hater or whatever threw some shit in the stairwell, and it went through the condition system. They had to get it out, clean it up, recirculate all the air to get it out of the hotel, which was fucking horrible for those people to do because, again, you're attacking children. Literally, you could have almost killed, like, children, parents, babies, random people that just exist in the convention center, workers that work for the hotel, and every other person involved that maybe not even been in the furry fandom, which is a fucking bullshit way to try to attack people, by, throwing a fiery shitbag on their Porsche and running away. You're a little bitch.
Things happened. Something described as one of America's worst chemical attacks. You see, just after midnight on December 7th, people began coughing, choking, and rubbing their eyes. A strong burning smell filled that part of the hotel.
It sickens 19 people. I'm glad that they, annual Anthrocon where many attendees, okay, cool.
That's how bad it was. The gas spread so quickly through the air vents that the rows of 1,000 people freezing. An investigation was launched, of course, and when the fumes were traced, hazmat teams discovered a chemical mixture with specific designs to create chlorine gas. They found a jar in it containing the kind of chemical used in the industrial cleaning of pools or stairwell, and authorities began treating it as a criminal matter. In a since deleted Twitter account, however, belonging
2015, Ryan Hill confessed to the attack. I remember Ryan Hill. Yeah.
to a Ryan Hill, the user claimed responsibility for the attack and threatened. But since he wasn't even in the state at the time of the convention, he was ruled out as a suspect. The investigation trail did turn out cold, with the FBI turning up next to nothing on their suspects list. There's even a rumored security footage
remain a mystery except the rumor of a grainy video hotel security where up to 17 suspects, each of whom, including an employee, could have committed the attack. Then, if you fucking hate your job that bad, quit. Just quit. You don't need to be there. If it was you, fuck you. And, wow. You're sad.
Level 2. Complex Crimes.
Okay, so we've hit the end of level 1 of the Iceberg. Let's see if there's anything more interesting real quick, and then I think I'm going to cut it there, just because we're, we know a lot about what most things happened. that first part of the iceberg was just petty crimes and shit. Not petty crimes, but you know, people that are fucking idiots. People that either aren't a part of the fandom or are involved in some kind of bullshit excuse of being a human being and trying to be a stay-at-home chemist. And then you got the people that like to ruin food and waste workers' times at Papa John's.
Siege Sec. Back in 2022, a hacktivist group that called themselves the Gay Furry Hackers became one of the most talked about cybersecurity threats in the world. They targeted
never heard of this.
everyone from NATO to nuclear research facilities, and they did it all while posting cat emojis and demanding the creation of real-life cat girls. Behind all
You know what? I think we're gonna end it there. Boop the like, subscribe button if you want to see more. I'm gonna go over level 2, possibly. If you like this episode, let me know. And I'll go over level 2 of this iceberg of whatever the fuck this is right now. Alright. Let me know in the comments. See you in the next one. Stay Frosty Frostpack.
Behind all of the playful branding, these people were serious about their business and were ready to take down anybody that stood in their way, no matter how big the agency. It all started in early 2022, right before Russia invaded Ukraine. The hacktivist group emerged on Telegram in April, led by Vio. The group was called Siege Sec, but they called themselves the Gay Furry Hackers. Siege Sec didn't demand much. All they wanted to fight for was LGBTQ+ rights, trans rights specifically, and abortion access, which all seemed reasonable. But the thing was that they weren't very kind in their means of achieving these demands. The group started their attacks on Valentine's Day of 2023.
I love that my shit is in that, actually. Oh, that's nice. Cool.